Pakistan versus Bangladesh, second test match in Rawalpindi, same result, same performances, and a same disappointing result for Pakistan and their fans. Another series loss for them in their own home ground, and this time it was Bangladesh who completed 2-0 sweep over Pakistan. This is also the first time Bangladesh have registered a test win against Pakistan, and they have done that convincingly by a series whitewash of 2-0. So what went wrong again in Rawalpindi in the second test this time around? So again, first has to be talked about the pitch. Of course, there was a bit of movement, there was a bit of sea movement in the first innings of both the teams. But apart from that, if you go to see day 3, day 4 and day 5, there was nothing really happening off the pitch. It was a very good batting surface. Teams were able to still bat on it and score runs. So that has to be a serious point of matter because England are coming to Pakistan in October. And if they want to improve the results or improve the condition of how they're playing, that's the one thing which you need to keep in mind. Because remember, if they lose even one more match, their chances of qualifying for the World Test Championship 2025 finals in Lords is going to be taking a big hit. It's already taken a huge hit. They're practically almost out of the tournament, but mathematically, as you say, they still have a chance, so they got to keep believing in that. But now let's stick to what this topic is about. What went wrong again for Pakistan and what went absolutely right for Bangladesh and delight of their fans. So Pakistan again batted first. They scored a good total of 274. It was led by their captain Shan Masood himself. He took the responsibility himself. He came out with a few positive intent. He thought of scoring runs. He didn't feel of just defending and just staying in the crease. He knew that proactive approach is the way to go because it's going to be a flat pitch again. He knew he has to take brave calls and he had to score quick. Of course, Pakistan did get all out for a much lower score this time, 274, almost comparatively half of what they had scored in the first test. So that shows the testament of how the pitch was also a bit better compared to the game which was played. So Shan Masood scored 57. Saim Ayub scored 58 on top of the order, and I think Saim Ayub is turning out to be a really great player for Pakistan. Not just in the T20 or ODIs, he's also shown it now in the test matches because he's a T20I player, as we all know. We have seen him in the T20I circuit for a long time, and now seeing him in the test circuit playing the way he has played a bit more maturely in the second test, of course, compared to the first one. I think if we can shape him up, he can be the next Fakhar Zaman for Pakistan. Take him really well, mold him well, and make him a bit more matured. And I'm hoping to see him in the upcoming series against England as well. So that was one positive for Pakistan, I think, in this series, that Saim Ayub's talent has been recognized and he's proving to his own potential. Shan Masood, as we all know, is a very calm, composed person. He knows how to take the game in his hands, and I think he did the right call by playing a bit proactive, trying to score runs a bit quick and scoring a good 50 for his side. And Pakistan ended at 274. Now coming to their bowling part. So Bangladesh, they did score 262 in their first innings. But if you all remember, Bangladesh were 26 for 6 in their first innings. Yes, you heard that right. They were 26 for 6 and they ended up scoring 262. This is where I think Pakistan lost the plot and lost the game as well. Because when you get an opposition team in any format of cricket at 26 for 6, there is no way you should allow them to score even 100. Because you're basically dealing with the lower middle order and the middle order batters. So I don't really understand the plot. Where did Pakistan lose the thing? Because I think the pitch was still favouring them enough. As I said, day 1, day 2 had a bit of sea movement. There was a bit of conditions for the pacers to utilize. Day 2 morning they got them at 26 for 6. I thought maybe by day 2 lunch or maximum by second session on day 2 Bangladesh would be all out by 100 odd. But what turned out was a masterclass by Liton Das and Mehdi Hasan Miraz. That shows a testament of Bangladesh's character, I think, in this whole series. They were down at times, but they knew how to fight back. And they absolutely fought back with a mammoth partnership between Liton Das and Mehdi Hasan Miraz. That did take a lot of guts. That did take a lot of spirit for them to show that fight. Liton Das amassed 138 runs and Mehdi Hasan Miraz made 78. So that shows you how much the partnership would have been. It was cross 200 runs partnership, I feel, and that was incredible. That just took the whole momentum which Pakistan had in the game, just pulled it out of them and wrestled back the momentum into Bangladesh. Of course, they did not cross the first innings total of Pakistan, and Pakistan did manage to get a 12-run first innings lead. But still, you got to see, after being 26 for 6 to getting only a 12 runs lead, that did take a lot of a lot of pressure on Pakistan, because they knew that it was the one innings game and they had to again repeat the performance of what they did in the first innings, and unfortunately for them, they were not able to do that. Pakistan got all out for 172 And again, as usual, every time the rescue act was on Mohammad Rizwan, who made a beautiful 43, and Salman Ali Agha, who got some momentum in his innings finally to make a 47 score. So that clearly shows that they depend a lot on the middle order. They depend a lot on Rizwan in the second innings. Sometimes they depend on Saud Shakil. Sometimes they depend on Salman Ali Agha. I think that is a point to be worried for Pakistan. If you want to win against top nations such as England, South Africa, and various other teams, you got to be performing at your best, because if you don't perform in your top order, there is not every game can your middle order or the lower middle order bail you out. So that is one area they got to really work upon. I think they have a month's time, but they have their Champions Cup playing a local ODI tournament happening there. And okay, I can understand what they're doing right now is the practice of the Champions Trophy. They do want to get the title for the ICC Cup, but still you don't want to lose a series to England at home. So they gotta find a balance between these two, because if they don't find a balance, I don't see the point, to be honest, and I don't see them winning matches unless they find a balance between both. So it's been an unfortunate dismissal or show from Pakistan in both the innings, but nevertheless I think I hope they bounce back really well. Let's go to the final innings of the test season between Pakistan and Bangladesh. Bangladesh needed 185 runs to seal a historic series win in Pakistan. And what they did was remarkable. They ended day 4 with a positive note. They were going around 6.2 runs per over. And it was, if not a bad light or rain, which happened on day 4, if you guys remember, then I think the match should have been over on that day itself. We also heard Hassan Mahmood saying in the press conference that they did try to win the game on day 4, if not a rain or bad light. So that shows the mindset. They were clear that they and confident that they would defeat Pakistan any given day in that type of pitch which they got, and the target was just 185. Of course, Pakistan did take it into day 5 because thanks to the natural climate as well, but not much changed for them. Not much of their luck changed. Nothing much happened. It looked like Shan Masood was waiting on rain or bad weather to save them, because I didn't see any proactiveness in his captaincy. For the first time, I'm really disappointed with that, because I've always considered him as a great captain and the way he takes his troops. But I think that one day on day 5, before coming onto the field itself, his shoulders were a bit drooped. He didn't really seem confident of defending a total of 185. And that doesn't portray a good sign when you are representing your team as a captain or your country as a captain. Because when you come into the field, you want an aggressive mindset, like just like how Virat Kohli did for India whenever he was the captain. So that is something I think he can work on in his own captaincy a bit. Nothing much I can say on him, because he's been the captain and he's doing well, but just probably that one area where he can improve on. And Bangladesh chased it 185 for 4. They just lost 4 wickets in their second innings, and of course there were sometimes we thought in day 5 morning and day 5 afternoon when Pakistan managed to get a couple of wickets that, maybe, just maybe that we might have an interesting result. Maybe Pakistan can turn around 1 year and get into the lower order and probably wrestle out Bangladesh. But that was not to be. Bangladesh again held their fort. And Mushfiqur Rahim, he was so delighted that he was able to do this win in Pakistan under his own career, because we all know, we don't know how long will he be continuing to play. He's served Bangladesh cricket for a long time, so very personally happy for him to get this feeling of winning a series 2-0 in Pakistan. And it was very joyous moments for Bangladesh side, and of course despair and thoughts to be thought upon for Pakistan before they come back again onto the national circuit in October. So yeah, all in all, a disappointing series for Pakistan. A lot of work to be done. Probably starting from their own mindset, from their skills point of view, the way they want to make the ground, the way they want to take the pitch into consideration for the 5 days of test match, various things. And I don't see that going to be an easy job, to be honest, to be taking case in the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks before they come on. But on the other hand, let's talk about Bangladesh. Bangladesh and Bangladesh cricket are deserve to fly high. They deserve all the appreciation. They deserve all the fame that they're getting right now, because they are a very good side. Don't take me wrong, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh are the two sides who have improved the most in the last few years, and really good to see them. Now Bangladesh have a tough assignment. They're coming to India. They have not won a test match against India as well, but as Shanto said, records can change, and I believe that this Bangladesh team can easily topple off any other side if they on their given day. So given that they're coming on a hot form and they are very still down to earth, because we heard a few conferences saying that the different challenge playing in India, I think they're going to give a tough challenge to India. India personally are not in a great space as well. I'm an Indian and I know what I'm talking about because we lost 2-0 to Sri Lanka. I think we got a bit carried away unfortunately in that series. We didn't know how to play spin really well. And I think now Gautam Gambhir and Moni Markle back in head as a coach are working upon things in Chennai, and hopefully India can show what their true potential is with their main Rohit, Virat, everyone coming back now. So it's going to be an interesting series. It's going to be a tough competition of 2-match series. First one is going to be taking place in Chennai. So I'm looking excited because I think Jaddu and Ashwin are sure shot selectors to getting played in the playing 11 in that test match. I'm expecting a rank turner. So Bangladesh, please be ready if you're coming to Chennai that you're going to get some nice topsy-turvy balls going to be faced right from day one before even the 1 hour is bowled. So an interesting series starting from 19 September. And there's a lot of Asian matches going to come to the end of monsoon right now. So we have Afghanistan versus South Africa in UAE. Then we have Sri Lanka, New Zealand in Sri Lanka. Then you have India, Bangladesh in India. So there's a lot of cricket action to come. And all in all, it's a wrap on the Pakistan versus Bangladesh series. I hope you guys enjoyed the coverage and I will see you all very, very soon. Thank you people and love you all. Take care.